Hey guys, I want to bring you another YouTube video. This time, actually, at first I was holding off to see how the Eagles and the Niners game was going to hold off because my topic was going to be about the NFC East. Obviously, my topic was going to be about how trash they are. Um, but that kind of makes now, I only wanted to wait because I want to. Any given Sunday, any team could win. I believe that. And that was a true fact this evening with Sunday Night Football. He actually had the Eagles came into Santa Clara, took care of business, surprisingly. It did come down to the last play. Crazy last couple minutes because especially with Mullins throwing that interception, pretty much it was two possessions, so we knew it was going to be a uphill battle just to try come back in this game. So I then they took him out, and obviously that worked out, making it a closer game towards down the stretch. So this is why I said uh, you have to look at the record for Jimmy G. Um, and again, this is if the Niners were going to lose, well, at least they lost to the number one team in the NFC East. Going to this game at first, I thought, well, maybe we're going to talk about who nobody wants the NFC East. Um, so the Cowboys lost obviously to the Browns. They can't stop anyone, any team. Too many rushing yards that they give up, but they have a nice offense. So don't get me wrong. So that's where I think they have something going on for them is their offense. If they could get their defense with some stops, that hey, they might actually take the NFC East. But actually the Eagles could have been up quite a bit because if you think about it, if they didn't tie that game with Cincinnati, they would be with a bigger lead in the NFC East. If you think about it, because Washington only has one win. Dallas should be winless still. They got that one win because of the Falcons being not very smart, playing smart football. So, and then you have obviously the Giants. Giants, we knew they're not going to do much, and you still have to wonder if Daniel Jones is going to do anything. So, especially if they end up with a high draft pick, would they get Trevor Lawrence? That's another topic that could be discussed. But the NFC East is such garbage, and I definitely understand because the NFC West was garbage almost for a while too. At one point, where Seattle kept winning, but not as bad as where at this rate the NFC East might not even have a winning record. Um, yeah, and this is where kind of says, well, if I think that they're trash, that kind of shows, dude, the Niners are trash too. Where they're playing right now, they should have going into the season. I had them winning this game, whether they were injured or not. I thought they had a pretty deep back up, like next man up mentality, where they're going to have enough depth for this team. Um, Even when they were down, yeah, they got Brandon Ayaku and George Kittle and even Debo Samuel back. So there's a lot of weapons there. Now I understand the running game's not as complete right now. Um, Actually, the Eagles front, I think it's pretty decent. So, and that's another reason why it kind of kept them in the game. But actually, Mullins, gosh, such disappointment. That's why I was surprised last week he threw so much. They gave him that opportunity to throw, and maybe they were trying to catch the element of surprise. I would have probably tried establishing a run game, but obviously that was tough tonight with, like I said, the Eagles front. It's a lot better than average, I think. Um, but it will be interesting how again, how the NFC East will shape up. I thought the NFC West was going to be really tough. Again, I thought going into tonight, that's why glad I held off. Only reason why I thought it was going to be a lot closer was because of the quarterback play and then the running backs. Because McKinnon's still hurt with the sore ribs. But he says he's healthy. But remember, he has a history of being injury prone and hurt. So that's where it kind of comes into play that you want to make sure you have a lot of depth. Because if you think about it, they're actually down to their third or fourth running back. So that's not where you want to be right now. I don't think there's anyone out there that could help. Again, this is where Jimmy G has a good record. That's why I don't understand. It kind of shows how bad the Cowboys would be if they did not have Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is better than average. He's going to command a lot more money, especially showing, dude, it's not my fault that I'm not winning games when I don't have a defense to help close out. If they stop the Browns for 1 or 2 possessions, that's the difference right there. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know about the Cowboys. Eagles, like I said, if they could string up some stuff, they might be back in it. Like I said, Carson Wentz, I still think he's better than normal. He might still be fearful of playing because of his injury history. I think he's holding back a little bit this time. I think he ran more than usual because normally he would hold back. That's where I think he's can't play scare at this point. If they're going to try and make a run, they have the rookie quarterback Hurts. So I would say they're trying some trick plays too. So I even think Washington could be up there too with those 3. I don't think Giants will do anything because you got Saquon Barkley out. So as bad as that division is, that's up for grabs. If Dallas could fix their defense, I think that's their biggest flaw right now. Philly, like I said, if the Niners were healthy with Jimmy G tonight, they would have beat them pretty bad. I think that shows you how you have the depth was there, but they had to go CJ as their third string. So I wonder if they went to him earlier, would that have made a difference? Probably. So I would definitely want to see. I don't know. Hopefully, because they keep talking about Jimmy Garoppolo coming back soon as possible. And so that's where, because right now you have the Rams and Seahawks, I believe, undefeated. And then you have the Cardinals and the Niners tied with 2-2. So that kind of shows you there's still no one below 500. So, but I still think because of the expanded playoff, you could still have an extra 7th team from the NFC West there. Heck, they could still probably have 3 teams there. Depends. Again, Chicago's playing well. Surprisingly, 3-1, even though they lost their first game. I mean, the Vikings, if they get their act together, which they won today, obviously, the Packers are up there in that division. The South is wide open. If Brady continues to throw pick six, I mean, you never know. That's still, I mean, he had to throw 5 touchdowns today to win the game. Saints are Saints. They still showed up. Then you have Carolina. They're great. They're not an easy team, I don't think, again, because Bridgewater is going to be conservative once they have Christian McCaffrey. I think it's going to be, again, wide open, but I just think that NFC East, whoever makes it there, probably going to be the bottom feeder and going to be playing the top NFC team. Probably get bounced out in the first round. But, yeah, that division's such garbage. But like I said, hey, if we lost to a opponent in the NFC East, then like I said, I'll eat my words, and I think the Niners are playing like garbage too, because again, it's not all their fault because they're dealing with a lot of injuries, and so you're depending on your second or third string at this point. Even on certain positions, you're down to your third or fourth string. So as soon as the Niners get healthy again, like last season, towards the end, they got healthy. It definitely helped them with the first round bye to get everybody healthy. That's how they made that Super Bowl run. That definitely helped them. So go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe what you thought of tonight's Niners and Eagles game. And if you think the NFC East is also trash, and if you think the NFC West is probably, like I said, one of the best division, it's very competitive and it's probably going to be like that the rest of the season. Like I said, I think the Niners are playing trash, but it's also because of all their injuries. If they could get healthy, I think they could make that run. I had them early in the season 13-3, but obviously that's going to be pretty hard with all the injuries. So go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for supporting the channel. Have a good night.